Hi everybody, this is Christina Frazier and I am the permanent makeup specialist at Aesthetic Care. And I just wanted to kind of address a little meme that's going around right now of a woman that went to get some microblading done, and it looked pretty crazy. It's just another crazy picture of crazy brows that have come out of the state of Missouri. And that's in large part because what a lot of people don't know is that Missouri does not regulate microblading. They don't consider it tattooing, which it is a form of tattooing. They just consider it sort of something that doesn't need to be regulated. So I'm not surprised that there's another example of kind of a disaster coming out of that state. But then regarding other states, microblading, a lot of people just take a 2-day course over the weekend, and it is not enough to really learn everything that you need to learn. I personally have a license in permanent makeup, and that's something that you definitely want to look for when you're trying to do your research and find somebody who you want to trust your face with. You want to make sure that they really are licensed. So a certification is just a piece of paper that they print out on the copier machine. Anybody can do it. And that doesn't mean that just because somebody has a certification that they're not ethical. But a few of the things that you can do to help yourself make a better choice in a provider for permanent makeup is not only to look at their before and after pictures, but if you kind of find some inconsistencies with the backgrounds of the pictures, or you're just not sure, you can ask for a reference. Ask if you could call one of their clients. Also, another thing to do is just to make sure that the facility is very sanitary. I know that some people are working out of like hair salons or nail shops, and I personally have always worked out of a medical establishment because I feel like the sanitation and everything's a little bit above board, and it keeps me on my toes when I'm working with nurses and we're overseen by a doctor. I just feel like it keeps things a lot at a higher level for me, and that's the kind of work that I like to do. But even if you're not choosing someone in a medical facility, you just want to make sure that everything's sterilized, that you see them opening up needles and things that are in a single-use package. And you also want to make sure that it just looks like that, from what you can see, it's very organized and clean. That's another good thing to look for. I know we get really excited about getting new brows, and when permanent makeup and microblading is done well, it's amazing. It really is life-changing for a lot of women and men, and it can be something that's fantastic. But you know, you do need to do your due diligence, and don't get so excited about getting the service that you kind of overlook a few things like cleanliness, like the professionalism, the location, and also the credibility of the person who is doing your service. So hopefully this little message helps, and of course you can call me anytime and I'm happy to answer any questions. Thanks a lot.